Hello, welcome back to my channel, Cozygamer Jessa. I'm Jessa, and in today's video, we are finally working on our campground. But before we start, I wanted to put some different decorations out front of Nook's Cranny. I did mention this in my last video. If anyone had suggestions, I got a bunch of really good ones. So I have a couple items to replace. So I have a little cooler, like a drink cooler. I have a lantern. I have a ukulele, which I felt like they fit better with the theme of the island than what we had before. Also do have some firewood to put out. So I'm going to put the lantern on this side as well as this little mini lantern, which I thought was pretty cute. And I got these really cool balloons, and I've never seen this item before, and I found them on a treasure island, and I thought they were super cute, and they kind of look, I don't know, realistic to me, like the texture and the color of them. So I'm just going to put these out here. I think they look pretty cute. I love the balloon item in general, but I've never seen them like that before. So I'm just going to put my firewood right over here in front of the stall. And I'm going to make it a little off center just because I think it'll look better than just being like directly in front of it. I also have a barbecue in my inventory, and I was going to see if I could make it work over here. But I think it might be a little too crowded, and I'm not like entirely sure that it looks good. So we're gonna scrap that and not put the barbecue. But I do have this little leaf stool, which is adorable. I love this item. And one of the newer items, the fairy bottle, which I love that. I'm just trying to make it off center, but of course this Plucky, I don't know, is in the way. I don't know if that's his name. Yeah, they're always in the way when I'm building, but that's okay. So I had this idea of adding trash cans or like maybe like recycling bins, and I felt like they should probably be towards the front of the island by the trail area. So in theory, you could drop off all your trash when you're leaving or coming in, so you're not bringing trash into the campground. That's just like my thought process around it. Anyways, here is where our campsite is, and I'm definitely going to move it because I just don't think it looks good right there. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going to move it, and we might have to move it again depending on how the terraforming goes. We'll see. I also want to build a little bit of a bridge so I can connect some of the land because I want to keep that river intact, but we're going to have a way to get over the rivers. So we're going to have this bridge and probably another one. I'll place it down in a second to show you, of course, where I want it. And we might do terraforming around it. I'm not sure yet. But this is where I put the campsite. And I'm going to try to terraform around it and see how that looks. And hopefully it works out. And this is where I'm going to put the bridge. And on the right side of this bridge, there's a bunch of houses, and we will probably keep them there, and it'll be like a sort of little neighborhood or something. But I just wanted a way to get over there without having a vaulting pole, because it's just more convenient. And of course, I'm just going to pay Lloyd real quick, because we want this built immediately. So, I don't think I mentioned it before, but I added a few new characters to my island just for the purpose of placing down tents so our campground can have more than one like campsite. So this is Bingus. That is, their name is Bingus, and their tent is going to go over here. And it's kind of scary placing down these tents because you can't move them. Like, this is where these tents are going to be for the rest of this island because you can't move the tents unless you upgrade to houses, and we don't want that. We just want tents. So that's what I did real quick. So we are going to jump back and do some terraforming and waterscaping because we are going to be doing a little bit of a cliff area, waterfalls, something like that. And I want to do all the terraforming before I put down the second tent so I can really map out the area and see where I want it, because I don't want them to be like really super close together. Like this area is going to be very big, so we're going to have plenty of space. And I do terraform for quite a bit. So I'm making a whole second level, and I'm going to put the regular campsite on top, and then we could have some bonfires and stuff like that, like camping activities up there, as well as down below. I know you already saw, but my house is actually behind this like terraforming bit that I'm doing right now, and I am gonna move it. I probably should have moved it before the video, but I wasn't sure how big I wanted this area to be. And after terraforming, it is quite a big area, to be honest, and my house just does not fit back there. It looks really out of place. So after I'm done terraforming and move all the campsites and get that all settled, I will be moving my house to probably the back of the island just for the time being. We might keep it there, who knows, but it's definitely not going to be staying back there because it just looks weird. So after finishing terraforming, I definitely think the campground has to move, obviously. We're going to move it up there. And then I want to build an incline so it's easy to get up there. We don't have to like use a ladder or vines. So we'll have an easy way to get up there. And I wanted to move my house like right away while I was up here, like talking to Tom Nook, but he wouldn't let me. So we're just gonna change it into a log cabin. We'll still move it, but I felt like might as well like do something to my house. And I have wanted to change the look of my house for a while now because it's just been like the basic, I don't know, what comes with it, I guess. So we're gonna do a log cabin. I want most of the villager houses, if not all of them, to also be log cabins, just so it fits the vibe and the theme better. So hopefully eventually we can do that. I have Happy Home Paradise, but it's connected to my other island, and I'm not sure how to get it on both of my switches because I have two, and I'm not sure if I'll have to like uninstall it on my other island to have it accessible on this island. I do still have to do some research because I don't want to ruin my Happy Home Paradise on my other island because I, fully finished it and like did all the houses and stuff. So this is where the incline is going to be, and we're going to pay it off right away, of course, because I want this built immediately. We are going to do quite a bit of time traveling, obviously, like a couple days here and there, because we are trying to get people off of our island. We have recently voted off Coco, so if she wants to leave next, we are gonna let her. But also, if Plucky or anyone else wants to leave, they are more than welcome to also. Wow, my house looks really like a big red thumb in this build. We are gonna move it tomorrow, but first we have to move the campsite up here. And the more I was looking at the placement of this campsite, I was thinking maybe of where my house is, building like a mountain, like maybe like, I don't know, 3 stories or something, and having like waterfalls on it, because that might be pretty cool. Also, I think it would be super cool to continue the river and have it go up our cliff. So I'm going to put some of the river up on this second level, and we could potentially put some like fishing poles and like fishing items up here, and we can pretend that this is a little fishing area by the campsite, and it'd be super cute. I do hope you can see my vision for all of this. We aren't going to have time to decorate today or do like custom code path. We'll have to do that in another video, and we're just going to set up the campsite for today, so we'll be all ready to go and decorated. And here is the little waterfall up front. And I am going to add another little tent. So this is Dingus. So we have Bingus and Dingus on our island. And they are just going to be used for tents. And I think their tent will look really good right here. And it's not too close, not too far away. Still in the general area, but there's still plenty of room to have activities and decorations, and I think it looks pretty good. I think the layout and like setup of this campground is really good and will look super amazing once we have it all decorated. But thank you so much for sticking around and watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Notification bell if you want to see me decorate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.